NicknLex here.
Hello, everyone.
How's it going? So, tonight, woo! As you can see, we got this going on, and today we're finally gonna watch the video to Tom Sawyer. Disclaimer, big disclaimer, we've heard the song obviously many times. Just for people who are like, oh my god, you've never heard the song before, you're wearing Rush t-shirts, please keep in mind we've heard this before.
Yes.
But yes, a lot of people have reacted to this video. Also, we did a little bit of homework today. This was their 8th album, and they were under the age of 30.
Yes.
Getty and Alex were 28, and Neil was only 29 years old. That's crazy.
So crazy
Just
to have
take
8 albums before the age of 30.
Right?
Like, wow.
And I mean, what a bunch of albums.
Yes.
That we're not just talking about some albums. These are masterpieces. But yeah, Tom Sawyer, you want to talk about it afterwards, after the video? You want to get into the video?
Yeah. Either way, I mean, obviously, yes, this is, I think, the first Rush song that I ever heard. And
Yeah, mine too.
you know, my dad had the greatest hits, and this was on there, and I got to know this song. So yeah, I mean, this is a song that I know very well, but I always loved it, and I always was like, I want to listen to more Rush. We've listened to more Rush because of the channel, and now we have a bunch of stuff in the back that you guys have sent us. So thank you, and thank you, Frank, for this awesome shirt. I love it. Now we have his and hers, so that's very cute. But yeah, I'm excited to see the video. We've also seen a few of their videos before. We went to see Cinema Strangiato when that came out in the movie theater. So we are familiar quite a bit with their stories and everything. But yeah, let's get started and see what this video is gonna do.
Yes, we are on the official YouTube channel from Rush. Please subscribe to them if you're a fan, if you haven't already. But yeah, my Rush story is also very funny. Really quickly, the first time I was working at a restaurant and somebody put Rush on, and I was like, wow. It's so funny. I was like, wow, this girl sings amazing.
I thought it was a woman too.
And this guy was so, because he was like a guy who was a Rush fanatic. He had literally, like, I think he he said that he went to Canada and he waited for like 8 hours in front of Getty's house just to like get an autograph.
Oh my
goodness. To catch him like off guard and say, I'm a big fan, and it never happened. That's kind of weird, but it was back in like 2010 or so. So I guess, I don't know. But that's the story he told me. I don't know if that's true, but he was like so offended that I'd said, no, this is a man, you know, singing. He's just extremely good at singing high vocals.
I also thought it was a woman, as I'm sure a lot of people did, you know, especially hearing them for the first time.
But he's unique. He's a hell of a bass player. So let's pull it up. Okay. Let's make this here big.
All right.
And this, we're going to pull this up, and that is going to be small. So here we go. Again, thank you so much for being here. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, like the video, or leave a comment.
Yes.
Let's go.
All right. I'm excited. Oh, yeah. Epic.
A Monday warrior, mean stride. Today's Tom Sawyer, mean pride.
Wow.
Though his mind is not for him, don't put him down as arrogant. His reserve a quiet defense, riding
so good. Amazing.
Liz Studio. We have a piece of wood
Yes,
from that place.
there's so much I have to say.
too.
Give me a second. I'm sorry. Wow. I mean, there's so literally so much, but please, you go first.
Well, it's very amazing and very exciting to see them so young and so, oh man, like in the height of everything, 8 albums later, and just their smiles, and they're having so much fun. And Neil, he looks like so small.
Yeah.
Like all of them.
They
all
are
of
very
them.
young.
Yes. And yeah, I mean, Getty, I love him so much. And it's amazing that he can do all of this. In this case, he wasn't doing it all at the same time.
That pedal board.
Yeah, that pedal board was crazy.
I thought he had maybe like 2 pedals, to switch. That was a whole, like, I don't know. But no, I totally agree. It's amazing to see them this young. And did you can I ask you a few things? So obviously, did you also feel that the sound was extremely crisp? It was
very crisp.
I mean, when I listen to Rush on these speakers, on some headphones, it doesn't come over like
really
that.
Okay.
It's like these headphones are just amazing.
The headphones are really
and,
good. Yeah.
They're just some studio headphones. So I think this is very, very important to listen to music like this, like you guys. Back in the days. But yeah, it was just shocking how young they are to have this amount of talent and to sound like that at that age, 28. To have that legacy already behind you. This is not just your first album. This is your 8th album.
And every sound went in there so perfectly. Of course, this is a song we've heard before. We've heard these sounds, but seeing them and hearing them and just like knowing them, it just means so much more. And also the studio, Mr. Mojo sent us this clock.
You can't see it right now. It's kind of out of focus.
But it's from Lay Studio, and then a piece of wood from the place. So it was very cool. This is the first time I think we've seen it like so much, and it's just a tiny little structure, in the middle of the Canadian woods.
But I think that's what you have to have. Special. That's how you get creative when you're, away from everyone and focusing on your music. I just loved how well the video was shot. I'm sure they were playing obviously take after take, and then they put it together. All the fills, Neil's fills looked legitly, the solo when Alex was playing, I love that he was like legato. He was like bow wow wow. He's not picking the notes. He was very inspired by Holtzworth during that time. I love that he was using a Gibson that I just got from Colin. Thank you so much again. The red guitar in the back. You can't see it because of our
you can see
little Christmas mountains. And that Rickenbacker, that bass.
Beautiful bass. The sound is awesome. Also, I learned the intro of this song on bass, and it was very cool to see Getty playing like the same thing, that I have been practicing. So that was also another special aspect of it. But just the whole thing, I mean, how they can make so much wonderful noise and create all of this with just 3 people, for me, is just mind-blowing,
Yes, and also I just saw that it's 4 minutes and 33 seconds. It really seems longer.
Yeah, because
but in a
lot
good
happened.
Way. Yeah, there's so much happening. There's so much great music, guitar solos, that do 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 do. Like he has like some little bit of distortion on there on the bass.
Yes.
You don't really hear that on the album. Like this is a very crisp version they have here on their YouTube channel. And man, it was just wonderful to see. Also, the way it's edited was really, really cool. I loved seeing Getty like sitting there with the mic between the congas and the bongos. And the shots of Neil are just fantastic. He looks so young, man. I know. And literally, Alex looked like a child.
And that's the thing. Getty had glasses, so I can't really say he looked so young. But Yeah, Neil looked amazingly young, and Alex literally looked like a teenage boy. And
Yeah.
Neil too, with his little mustache and everything. Oh my god.
Yeah.
But yeah, and Getty sometimes he'd be jumping. That was very cute too.
Yes. It's just
Yeah,
so
this was
crazy
great.
because I remember like the music that I was playing with my friends, you know, like with Alex. and
Yeah.
when I was that age. And we were creative.
Yeah.
But I think we had a little bit too much distractions, and we would play 4 or 5 hours, but we wouldn't really write down. We were just jamming, and we would come up with good stuff, but
Yeah.
not like this. This is like next level composition. This has structure. It has this. I mean, Neil is such a powerhouse that basically he could just come up with rhythms and kind of like change it all up for even Alex and Getty, you know.
Yes.
So it's just a cool combination of all these three mastermind musicians being together, and they're just feeding each other with information.
Absolutely.
Must have been such a great process every single time to record these albums. And then the lyrics are really, I've never, now that I've the first time that I really look at I don't understand them.
There were so many lyrics that I had no idea what they would say. And now I was like reading them and I'm like, oh, that makes
But I
sense.
still don't know what the song is actually about.
Yeah, me neither.
I mean, it's Tom Sawyer and it's a story, but I don't understand the story. Maybe you guys could dumb it down for us, like in a sentence. But it's a hell of a song. I think it's the Rush song that everyone knows. Don't
It's
you think?
just so classic and so good. I'm so happy it made it like to the top the way that it did, you know, because it really does demonstrate what they can do. And yeah, I mean, I love 70s Rush, but this is like 80s. It sounds 80s.
No, but it doesn't sound pop or anything.
No.
I mean, not yet. You know, there's some other albums you've heard from the 80s, and I love everything I've ever heard, like Power Windows and everything we've ever done by them, and even the 90s stuff and the 2000s stuff. I mean, they never stop being amazing.
They don't disappoint so far.
Yeah. So, but yes, of course, there are 70s and 80s stuff. I think is the most creative stuff, and but Rush is just Rush.
Yeah,
you know? It's like
this
they
was
have their
great.
own sound.
I know, and we're all here for it. So you guys let us know what else, what other video we should watch, or like Nick said, anything we should know about the lyrics or the song or the making of the video, any little tidbits that you know or trivia that you'd like to share with us, or we also love to hear your experience with the songs, the albums. Where were you when you heard this the first time? Where were you when you watched the video the first time?
Yeah,
anything that you can share with us about your experience is welcome.
For example, did this song make you a fan? Was it on the radio and then you went back and listened to all other 7 albums? I don't know. Like, that's stuff that has happened to us with other bands that we listen to one song and then we know there's this whole back,
and we're like
with Genesis. You know? But yeah, so again, thank you so much.
Thank you.
You wanted to add anything else?
No. Thank you guys so much for being here. Like you said, if you guys enjoyed the video at any point, please like the video. It really helps us a lot. Hit the subscribe button. That just lets us know that you like what we're doing and that you'd like to see us again. We would definitely love to have you join our music loving community, and we would love to see you all in the next one.
Thank
Bye,
you guys.
everyone.
Bye.